We've just shipped loads of content to the VLM Playground, and I'm going to show you some of them today. So let's take a look. We wanted to make it easier for you to extract structured data from your documents with our pre-made schemas. Our playground allows for better discoverability and insights into the types of visual media we support out of the box with popular models front and center. So you can toggle the media category to filter further. In this case, we currently support audio, image, document, and video content. Let's click into document. And we're actually going to go one step further and dig into our individual industries. In this case, finance. Today I'm going to show you a few models, but let's start with the invoice. Our playground provides a handful of pre-parsed documents, so you can get a feel for what our API provides. Of course, we have the ability to upload your own as you want to play with this further. We can just click through and see there's a handful of documents here, but we're going to use Google's. When you click a document, you can see the structured JSON output that is generated. You can change the output from JSON to Markdown if you prefer a visual representation of the generated output. So let's go back to the JSON and let's explore it a bit. Let's just go ahead and let's see here. So we can see here, for example, state California, and you notice our cursor is a pointer. Let's click it, and you can see that it actually produces a bounding box around where this data was extracted within the document. Let's just fly down this document and let's click another one, unit price, $3.99. And as we can see here, so this linking actually goes both ways, from the JSON or from the document. If you want to just kind of verify, for example, the subtotal, we'll click it and it'll show you where it is in the JSON. Now, all of this interactivity is provided to you out of the box in our playground. When you upload your own document, you'll be able to get these features as well. If you prefer not having the bounding boxes, we do have this view drop down. You can toggle the bounding boxes on and off. It's on by default. And as you can see here, we have another option, null values. If you click this, you'll actually see here in our output that there's a bunch of nulls. And you might be wondering, what is that? So these null values are parts of our predefined document invoice schema that we use to extract structured output. If, for whatever reason, this invoice did have this content, for example, the period start, or let's see here, customer email, right? Then it would be extracted. But as you can see, if you look through this document, it actually doesn't have any customer email information, so it just doesn't get parsed. If you're curious about where these values are coming from, it's actually all open sourced in our VLM hub repository on GitHub. So here's a Python Pydantic example, or really this is the source code for what you're utilizing here. And if we look for customer email, it's right here. So each value within this JSON output is actually sourced from here. Okay, I want to look at a few other examples that we have here in the playground. So if you click this drop-down menu in the top left, you can see all of our current provided schemas. So we have cool things like aerospace remote sensing, where you can see these aerial view photographs that have like really interesting JSON output here. We have audio transcriptions. We have bank statements, et cetera, et cetera. But one thing I want to actually dig in a little deeper is into this video transcription. So here we have a video, and when we upload this and run our model against it, it provides, I guess, two main values within our JSON output. We have the metadata with our duration, as well as segments. As you can see, it's an array of 249 segments. And each segment provides these four main pieces. We have our start time, our end time, audio, and video. Something neat about this is we can actually click it, and there you go. So 120 seconds, you can see, it takes us right to the 2-minute section of the video, as well as the end time for any of the segments. Let's go back to segment 4, and if we click, let's just listen.
find out where the wild things are? Wilder.
Hopefully you noticed it actually does audio to text transcriptions. So it says, find out where the wild things are, wilder, etc., etc. As you go down and play through this video, you'll notice that it has a very precise audio to text transcription. But then it also has this, which is interesting. If you read it, it says, the video begins with a vibrant and surreal scene featuring a watermelon that appears to be floating in space. Now, if you look at the video, that's actually exactly what's going on here. It's this trippy watermelon with rainbow above it, this cool glare. And as you read through this video content section of our JSON output, you'll recognize that it's what we're seeing here, or what's being produced, is what our model sees. So the model is actually taking in this visual input, in this case a video, and it's actually outputting its understanding of what's occurring. So it's pretty cool. I'm sure there's really fun things you can do with this. So that's what we have released today, VLM Runs Playground. Please provide any feedback that you may have.